back to the vlog, or welcome to the vlog. My name is Allie, and on my channel I post mostly bookish, but also lifestyle and personal development type videos. Today is the beginning of a weekly reading vlog, of course. I do these every week. And this week I'm excited because I just got Nevermore out on audio from my library. And I've read Nevermore and I've read Wondersmith. And I've had Hollowpox on my shelves for like a year. And I haven't picked it up because I just need like a refresher on the first two. But I don't really want to sit down and read 300 to 400 page books. So I'm going to do it on audio. And I just got Nevermore in last night. So I haven't started it yet. But I'm going to start it in this video. And we're going to read the heck out of those books. And hopefully, it would be so cool if I could read the whole series this week. I don't think that's going to happen. But it would be so cool. And then I'm also still reading Clockwork Prince. Of course, this is for a different video, so I'm not going to talk about it a lot, but I am still reading it, so you know what I'm reading. And then I'm also hoping to finish Clara and the Sun by Wednesday. Wednesday is the last day of the month. So I would like to finish this. I have about 120 pages left. So I would love to be able to at least finish this. My thoughts on this are kind of all over the place. I was loving it. Now I'm not loving it as much, but I don't hate it. I just feel like I've been reading it too slowly, and so now I'm like not invested and don't care. I just want it to be over with. I still would like to finish or to start The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager as well, just because I've been meaning to pick that one up. I wanted to pick it up in August. I have 3 days left in August, and I highly doubt that's going to happen. But I would like to read that as well. However, finishing Clara and the Sun and picking up, well, I guess it depends on if I can get through both of the audiobooks for Nevermore and Wondersmith. So I don't know exactly what's going to happen. It's kind of all over the place. We're just going to play it by ear, but I wanted to start this vlog off by saying, honestly, a lot of my priority is going to be going into Clockwork Prince still. This vlog and probably the next vlog are going to be very like, my reading is not prioritized for this vlog, but I'm still wanting to do a weekly vlog. So just so you are aware. And then I'm very excited for the vlog for the Infernal Devices to come out. I'm releasing that about mid-September. So I'm very excited for you guys to watch that when that comes out because it's going to be a lot of fun. But that is kind of all I have. I am going to sit here and eat my oatmeal and read until I have to work in about 20 minutes. So I'm going to do that and I will talk to you in a little bit. Okay, so I finished Clockwork Prince today. I read like 150 pages and just blew through that. It was fantastic, but I'm not talking about that in this vlog, like we know. So I will give you an update on that in another video, but I have decided that before I pick up Clockwork Princess, I have to read some of Clara and the Sun, even though this book just doesn't really intrigue me right now. And I do have a migraine coming on, so yeah. I am still working right now. I get off in like 20 minutes. So I'm gonna just work and read when I have a chance, and then tonight, Ryan and I are making shrimp tacos, which are fantastic, so I'm really excited about that. And then, I don't know, it depends on if I just took my migraine medicine. So, if that kicks in and I get feeling better, then I'll probably read a lot more tonight because I'm in a really big reading mood right now. However, if it doesn't hit me right, then I will probably not read much tonight and I will be in bed. Whether that's sleeping or like watching YouTube or something like that, I don't know. But I don't know how much reading I'm gonna get done. I'm currently on page 183 still, but I'm planning on getting a little bit of reading done while I still can. So that's the plan, and I will update you in a little bit. Okay, so I have a reading update for Clara and the Sun. I've read, let's see, I'm on page 212. So I've read about 30 pages since I last updated you, and things are starting to come together. Like, we are starting to discover kind of what's going on, because this whole book has been very vague, and like all of the conversations that are being said are very vague and like not telling the full purpose, of course. And so we're starting to piece things together. And like I said last week, I felt like these characters are very morally gray, and I'm definitely seeing that now. I mean, I understand kind of the concept with like grief, but I feel like it's taking things really far, and I don't know how I feel about it. And I can't really go into details without spoiling the book, but like I'm not sure how I feel about this. This is not taking the direction that I thought it was going to, I guess. So I am gonna definitely finish it. Hopefully I'll finish it by tomorrow. Like I said, I'm on page 112, so I have like 80-ish pages left. I do have a headache still. I did take like a 20-minute nap and ate some food and took a bath, and so those things combined with my medicine, and I also took some acetaminophen. Between like all of that, people stopped right in front of my house. Anyways, between all of that, I feel a little better, but I don't feel like 100%, so I don't know how much reading I'm gonna get done tonight. I might read like a little bit more, but for the most part, I'm probably just gonna chill out and watch YouTube. Currently, I am watching Meg with Books. New video. This is the one where she tries to solve the mystery that Agatha Christie couldn't solve, and so it's a very cool concept, and I really am enjoying watching these like more creative videos, I guess. So I am really enjoying watching this. So it's 8:43. I'm gonna tuck myself into bed, might read a little bit, but this is gonna be my last update for today. Yeah, so that's how I'm feeling. This book is very morally gray, and honestly, I don't know how I feel about it right now. It's making me kind of uncomfortable. Like the situation that's happening right now is making me a little uncomfortable. So we'll see how I feel about that when it's done. But I also forgot to update this morning that I'm planning on reading Legends and Lattes this week. So I'll put in a picture of the cover here because I have it on ebook from my library from Libby, and I'm really excited to read it. I don't know a ton about it other than I know that it's a cozy mystery, and it takes place in like a coffee shop, and it's got like fantasy characters, so like fairies and those types of things. I don't know exactly what the main character is, like what type of fantastical character she is, I guess. But I am going to start that, but I'm not going to start it until after I finish Claire and the Sun. And then honestly, I think it'd be so cool if I could finish Claire and the Sun tomorrow and then also speed through Home Before Dark. No, not that one either. The House Across the Lake. So if I could finish both of those, that would be my goal, would be to do that before Thursday, because Thursday is the 1st. So I don't know how much reading I'm going to get done. I was in a big reading mood today, and I had the time to read. So if I have the time to read this week and I keep up with this reading mood, definitely will be doing that, as well as also listening to Nevermore. But I also have to finish Visions of Sugar Plums, not Violet. I don't know where I'm coming from with that, but I need to finish Visions of Sugar Plums. I am 40% of the way through that right now, and I really don't have an update. It's just what I said it was in the last video. It's a cozy mystery. It's not really even cozy. It's like a romance mystery, I guess. It's like an adult romance mystery. And they're hunting like a bounty. She's like a bounty hunter, and she's trying to find this guy. That's kind of all that there is, except for it takes place over Christmas, and the guy that they're trying to find owns like a toy shop, and he has a workshop, and he's looking for elves to play like elves for his toy shop. and so they're like trying to hire somebody to play an elf so that she can catch him because she's a bounty hunter. But it's a good like listen when I'm working or in the background or whatever. So I'm listening to that, and I've got lots of reading to do this week. But I'm thinking that I'm just gonna chill out tonight and watch some TV. And I mean, to be fair, I did read like almost 200 pages today, so I'm gonna give myself this break to watch TV. And that's how it's gonna be. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Good morning. I just wanted to hop on and say that today is Pumpkin Spice Day. I'm very excited. So I am going to pick up pumpkin spice for me and Ryan before work this morning. And it's a crispy morning. It's only 59 degrees, which is just very exciting to me. So I'm gonna just enjoy my drive, and I will see you. Okay, first taste test of the season. The lady did say that they changed the formula a little bit, so let's see. It's so good. She did say that it was sweeter, and it is, but yum. I really like it. I'm very excited. That actually isn't my first taste of the season because it's kind of a long story. I'll explain it when I get home, but yum. Okay, so funny story. With Ryan's job, he got invited to a Starbucks, like friends and family grand opening event, and they had pumpkin spice there a couple of weeks ago, and he got me a pineapple drink. And I asked him for it because that was on their menu, and I didn't think they were gonna have pumpkin spice, so of course I didn't ask for pumpkin spice. And it caused a big argument because how would you not get pumpkin spice? Anyways, so he saved me a sip, so I had a sip of it a couple weeks ago, but I'm very happy. And it's so chilly today, and I'm just sitting on the couch reading Clara in the Sun, drinking my pumpkin spice, getting ready to read Clockwork Princess, but I'm trying to finish this book first. So it's been just like a really chill morning, and I'm totally just like living with it. I'm not worried about like being productive. We are going to rearrange our living room tonight, which I'm really excited about. So this is what it looks like. The TV's over there. We've got the big couch here, and then the little couch here. And it's been like this since we got these couches last like October, so about a year. And we haven't changed anything. But we are thinking that we're gonna put the TV on the opposite wall and then like switch around these couches. And then right here where this mirror is, we're gonna put like a shelf right here so we can put some like decorations and stuff on it. So I am very excited. And yeah. That's how it is. I just feel like these characters are just so irritating. Miss Helen, Rick's mom, oh my god, she does not know when to shut her mouth. She's so irritating. And I just like, I feel like there's just so much secrecy and so much like beating around the bush, and I am so irritated with all of these characters, and I just don't like the direction this book is heading in. I'm on page 230, so I only have like 70 pages left. I'm definitely gonna finish it, but I'm just like, the further into this book we get, the less and less I like it, which is really disappointing to me. So just this like, she just doesn't know when to shut up, and it's very irritating to me, and it makes me want to like throw this book across the room. She's so annoying. So this book is very, like, hard to follow almost. Like, when Clara, our main character, is confused, the whole writing style just feels very, like, rushed and, like, confused, which I guess makes sense based off of what's happening in her brain. But I'm just very, like, overwhelmed, I think, with, like, the amount of things going on. And I think that's kind of the point, is that, like, Clara feels overwhelmed, and so you're supposed to feel overwhelmed. But when I'm reading, I don't really want to feel overwhelmed. So I don't know, this book is just, like, not doing it for me. I'm gonna definitely finish it. I'm on page 240, so I read 10 pages since I last updated you. So I've got, this book ends on 303, so I've got, like, 63 pages left. I'll definitely finish it today. That's not a worry in my mind at all. We'll get through it today, but it's just, I don't know, I'm a little disappointed with, like, how all over the place this book is. It's not what I anticipated at all. So I guess we'll see. Hi there. So I haven't read much more. I got busy, but I just wanted to chat about, like, I feel like it's so easy in the world right now to be really harsh on yourself about, like, everything. And I am trying really hard, especially recently, to do things, like, to indulge a little bit in life, I guess. I feel like a lot of times we live our lives, like, I have to work, I have to get money, I have to save money, and I have to, you know, do all these things. And I'm not saying necessarily indulging financially, but, like, I feel like we just put so much pressure on ourselves to be perfect, and that's not the best way to go about things. And so I've just been trying to be kinder to myself. For example, I've been allowing myself to read a lot more. I clearly, based off of the videos that I post, based off of this, I clearly like books. But I've always kind of, like, put them on the back burner or felt guilty if I, like, spent too much time reading. So honestly, like, starting to do YouTube again and filming my reading process and stuff has made it easier for me to read, because I feel like I'm doing it for a purpose, plus I get to enjoy it. So, like, getting to read and going and buying a coffee. Not that I'm going to do this every day. I am doing it tomorrow. But besides that, I'm not doing it every day just because it's expensive to go out and buy coffee every day. But, like, reading, buying coffee. I have a candle. You can't really see it. There you go. I have leaves. It's definitely August 30th, but I have leaves from Bath & Body Works going right now. Just because these are the things that make me happy, you know? So, like, today, Ryan and I are going to redo our downstairs, and that's something that brings me joy, is, like, rearranging furniture. So, I don't know, really what is kind of, like, random and ranty. I'm not really getting at anything here, but just give yourself some space to indulge in the things that you want to indulge in. It's okay if you don't do everything perfectly. It's okay if you have a bad day, as long as you get back up and try again tomorrow and do something for you. Because if you don't have 10 minutes to do something for yourself, to get to live the life you want to live for 10 minutes a day, then you don't really have a life. And I think it's really important to carve out time and activities and little things in your day that make you happy. So my little things today is hopefully finishing this book. Not that I'm loving the book, but the fact that I get to finish a book, that is good for me. Ooh, I didn't like how I was, like, holding that here. Is that better? Buying a coffee for me today was very indulgent and something for me that made me happy. And lighting my candle and using my heated blanket and having the window open and letting the natural light in and doing these things for me is just really important for my mental health. And I feel like, especially where I work from home and I spend all of my time at home now, which is not normal for me, because in the past I've always gone to school or gone to a job that was, like, in an office, and so working from home is definitely a different lifestyle for me, I guess. So where I'm not getting that social interaction, do something, like, I have to do something for me. So that's part of why I started YouTube back up, I guess, is because I don't talk to anybody during the day anymore. I mean, I do have, that's why I wear my headset in a lot of my videos, is that I hear the phone ring through my headset. So if you're wondering why I'm wearing these clunky black headphones, that's why. But I feel like getting to talk about something that I'm passionate about to you guys is the equivalent of talking about books to my friends. And the best part is I don't really have friends that love books. I mean, I have a few friends that really like books, but like I read at a pretty fast pace compared to a lot of people that I know in my real life. And so getting to chat about the books that I'm reading and being excited about them, even if I can't really like spoil them, which I don't want to do because I don't want to spoil you guys, other than videos that are intentionally meant to spoil things that I will like disclose ahead of time. But just like getting to sit here and chat just is very indulgent for me. It's something that I enjoy doing. I'm trying really hard to get better about doing it when there's people around, because 90% of the time when you see a clip of me here, I'm home alone. Because Ryan obviously works in an office, and so he's not here during the day, and then when he gets home, I kind of put the camera away for the most part. So I'm trying to get better about doing that. But yeah, that's kind of all I've got. I just wanted to rant a little bit, but I'm just feeling like it's good to be kind to yourself and to indulge a little bit and to not live your life so seriously sometimes, because while it's good to have like serious things happening in your life, like to have goals and like do all this stuff, which I do. I have goals. I'm very into personal development. Like I'm into those things. But I think that it's really important also to chill out a little bit, give yourself time to relax, give yourself time to indulge in things, let yourself enjoy life a little bit. So I don't really know where I was going with this update. I just like had this idea that I wanted to say it, and so that's what I'm doing. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to reading and we'll chat a little bit. Okay, so I haven't been physically reading because I chugged my coffee and it made me kind of like anxious, and when I get like that, I have a really hard time focusing on reading. So I have been listening to Visions of Sugar Plums. I'm almost done with it. It's probably like a 3-star read. This one's just like a novella, so it's not like part of the story. I texted my mom though, because growing up, my mom always listened to audiobooks in the car. And so like I have very vivid memories of like narrators in the car, and this narrator just is like so familiar to me, but it's not one that I've ever listened to before. So I texted my mom and I was like, hey, have you ever listened to the Stephanie Plum series? And she's like, yeah, I still do. Because they're still coming out. There's like 27 books, but they still come out. And it just was like an unlocked memory for me that I used to listen to these in the car with her when I was little. Not that I ever remember what happened in these books, but that is just kind of interesting to me, because I remember like growing up, I would go to the library with my mom and I would go in the kids section, and then she would go get audiobooks out of like the mystery thriller section. And so yeah, I know those books. But anyway, so I've been listening to that while I've been crocheting, because I'm trying to crochet a pumpkin, and I just like didn't have, because I was anxious for my coffee and I hadn't eaten anything today. I was just like not in a good place to be like physically reading. So I'm on my break and I'm making this mac and cheese, Velveeta mac and cheese. And I'm gonna eat this and hopefully it will give me some fuel to get back to physically reading. And then I think that it's completely doable to finish Clara and the Sun and Visions of Sugar Plums today. So that's the goal, would be to finish both of those books. If I can do that, then I will have read 13 books this month, and I still have tomorrow. And I read Riley Sager books really fast, so I might still try to pick up The House Across the Lake. So that's kind of the plan. It would be so freaking cool if I could finish 14 books this month. I don't know that it's gonna happen, but I feel like that would be so cool. So I'm gonna go upstairs, eat this, continue continue to listen to my audiobook. I'm gonna finish my audiobook right now. I've got like, it's like 40 minutes left, but I'm listening on 1.5 speed. Also, I'm sorry if you hear the AC, I'm not turning it off. I'm listening on 1.5 speed, so I'll finish it probably in like 30 minutes. And then I'll switch back to physically reading after this food's kicked in a little bit. But yeah, I'm actually having a really good like reading week so far. I've already finished one book. I finished Clockwork Prince last night. I'm pretty sure I told you that already. But I loved that and gave it 5 stars. I think that both of these books that I'm currently reading are going to be like a 3-star. But 3 books on by Tuesday, that's pretty awesome. So I'm going to get to that and then I'll update you when I have some more read. Alrighty, I finished Visions of Sugar Plums. I gave it 3 stars. That book was good. The thing with it is that it was kind of different than what I assumed the rest of the series is like. And like I said, it's a novella, so it's actually not a part of the real series, but it was about like superheroes with superpowers and Christmas. It was weird. But I liked it. It was entertaining. It was really fast, so it was like good. There wasn't anything about it that I like hated. I just didn't like it. It wasn't the best book I've ever read. It was entertaining. It was fast. It was good. 3 stars. Average read. That's all I really have to say about it. If you're looking for like a super easy, fast mystery Christmas book, I know that now is not the time of year you're probably going to be looking for a Christmas book, but that I would recommend it for that. But yeah, I finished it and I'm happy that I finished it. I've officially read 12 books this month, so I'm right on the brink of having my best reading month of the year, so that's very exciting. I'm gonna now hop into reading Clara and the Sun for a little bit, and then I will update you. Hopefully the next update I will have finished Clara and the Sun. That would be fantastic. So gonna go do that and we will chat in a little bit. I did get a little, I haven't showed this to you guys at all, but I got a little bit further in my pumpkin. So I think that I have to watch the video again to see if I'm exactly where I think I am, but I think that I'm about to start like assembling it. Like I think that that's all the actual crocheting, and then you're gonna like make it into a pumpkin. I don't know, we'll see. But I'm not doing audiobooks for a while because I'm gonna read physically, so I'm not worrying about that right now, and I'm gonna get to reading. Okay, this book is just like consistently, sorry, were you sleeping? She's not happy at me because I'm talking. This book is like consistently pissing me off, basically. Oh my goodness, sorry, my hand wasn't there. Here, you're okay, I'll put my hand back, you're good. Here. Oh, okay. Well, anyways, like the characters, like I said earlier, are morally gray, but like I just feel like despite going through grief and like having the issues that they're having that I can't tell you about, they're all just awful. And this poor Clara, who's the artificial friend, she's clearly not human, so she doesn't have like true human emotions, and so she can't like logically think things through, so the things that she's doing to try and help are just like completely pointless, and she like damaged herself in the process. And I hope that that's not like a huge spoiler, but I don't know, I'm excited to finish this because I have 23 or 26 pages left, so I'm almost done, and hopefully this gets better by the end. I honestly don't know what to expect. I feel like it's been taking bad turns the whole book. I'm expecting the end to be bad. Like the bad thing that there's like 2 ways that this book can come out that I can predict, and I'm expecting it to be the worst of the 2. So I don't know. I guess we'll see. Okay, starting part 6. Finished it. I think I have to like kind of sit with it for a minute before I can like give a full thoughts and feelings. I still think that I'm pretty spot on with this being a 3-star read. It did end happier and different and sadder than I expected. I really didn't like the last little bit, like the last couple of pages, but it did end better than I was afraid of. So that's a good thing. I know I have to be really vague because I can't spoil anything, but it was a good book. It was not my favorite book I've ever read. I do recommend it to anybody who's wanting something that's like gonna make you think, and it's pretty emotional, so that might be something that you want to check out. It did have really like nice like lyrical writing. Lyrical may not be the right word, but like the writing I liked. But yeah, I finished it. I'm happy that I finished it in August. I wasn't expecting to do that originally, so I'm happy with it, and I'm gonna take a little bit of a break from reading, and then I will probably pick something else up and I will update you. Oh my god. I'll update you guys in a little bit. Okay, so I was gonna take a break from reading, but I decided that I just wanted to hop right into The House Across the Lake. And I'm literally on page 7. And I already am like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, oh my god, I already think I'm gonna love this book. I know a lot of people have issues with this book, and I have no idea why. I try to avoid the spoilers for books that I'm excited about, or avoid like strong opinions about books that I'm excited about. And I know people don't like this book, but I also know some people who do like this book. And I love Riley Sager. I've liked everything that I've read by him so far, so I have really high hopes. And page 7, and I'm already like very intrigued. So honestly, my goal would be to finish this by tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. And I would love to have finished this book by tomorrow so that I can finish it before the end of the month, because tomorrow's the last day of the month. So that's the goal. This is like a 370 page book. So we'll see if I can get through that. but I know that I read Riley Sager books really fast just because mysteries, duh. So we'll see. But I had to hop on here and just like, oh my god. Also, look at how freaking pretty the like pictures are. I don't know. I love it. I'm very excited to get into this. Good morning. It is Wednesday. Today's the last day of the month, and I am gonna try and get as much reading done as I possibly can today. I don't think I'm gonna finish The House Across the Lake, just because I don't think I can get through as much of it as I need to. This book is so pretty. Even just like the like naked book is pretty. I love the like color scheme with the gold. Oh my god, it's so pretty. Anyways, I am on page 67, and I think that the whole book, I'm gonna sit you down, 349. However, I have the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition, and so I have a bonus chapter, which makes the book 369. So I don't think I'm gonna get through the whole thing, because that would mean that I would have to read around 300 pages today, and I don't think I'm gonna get to that. But I am gonna read as much of this as I can. I'm really liking it so far. I don't understand why people don't like this book, because I think it's great. But I'm gonna read this and just enjoy my day. Probably not gonna have a ton of updates today, just because I feel like generally when I have a lot of updates, it's when I'm near the end of a book and I'm just starting this one. So yeah, that is kind of my plan, and I will update you guys in a while. So I didn't realize that Riley Sager books like are in their own little world. It's my favorite thing ever when authors, even if it's like in real world, when authors like kind of make it like their own world, basically. So like this book, I'm reading The House Across the Lake, of course, and it's talking about the Bartholomew, which is the building that the main character of Lock Every Door like was living in. And that's a fictional building. So the fact that it's talking about that means that these are set in the same world, but they're not really our world because that's fictional. So I just love when books do that, when they like make real world, like make you feel like you're in the real world, but they have like little callbacks to other books that are fictionalized. Like if nobody else, like if you didn't read Lock Every Door, yes, if you didn't read Lock Every Door, you would have no idea when it's mentioned about the Bartholomew that like that is something in one of his other books. And I just was very like surprised by that. It just makes me happy, like the little callbacks, it's like little Easter eggs, and it just makes me happy. Okay, officially not gonna finish that book today, I just didn't prioritize it. But I just wanted to update you because I told you that I was gonna rearrange our house, and well, that didn't happen. We tried, and it looked stupid, so we moved it back. But I just wanted to tell you about the book a little bit. I'm currently just over 100 pages in. I'm like 110 pages in-ish, and I love it. I don't know how people don't like this book, honestly. It's so good. But it follows our main character, Casey, and she is a alcoholic. And so there are a lot of trigger warnings for like alcoholism. She drinks a lot. Like there's alcohol on every page. But it follows her, and she lives in this house on Green Lake, or Lake Green. And this is like, there's like 5 houses on the lake, and that's it. And she's a alcoholic. Her husband died in this lake the previous year, and so she's got a lot of trauma with it, and so she got really bad into alcohol and got fired from her acting career, and her mom basically abandoned her at this house that her husband died at. Anyways, and so she's occupying herself by spying on the neighbors, basically. And so it's like, what happened at the house across the lake? And she's spying on the house. And I am just absolutely obsessed with the premise of this book, It's going by so fast. I just haven't really been in the mood to read as much today. I've been crocheting again, which is fun. I finished my pumpkin, so I'll show you that later. And I'm also starting some like granny squares just to teach myself how to do it. And then once I know how to do it, I'm gonna find a craft to do. I'm just kind of like slowly teaching myself how to do these things. So lots of fun. I'm gonna clean my house because we have our inspection tomorrow and it has to be clean. So yeah, that's the plan, and I will chat with you in a little bit. Hello, happy Friday. My reading plans are all over the place after yesterday, and I literally don't know how this happened, but somehow I've managed to get everything all crazy. So, still reading The House Across the Lake. I'm 163 pages into that, so I am loving it. It's a lot of fun. I'm freezing, so don't mind my blanket. And then I still have Legends and Lattes on my Kindle. I haven't really started it yet. I read like 2 pages of it and it's cute. I'm excited to read it. I just haven't gotten to it yet. And then I got My Lady Jane on audio, and I returned Nevermore because I wasn't into the narrator. I think that I would rather just go through and find like a good synopsis or a good explanation of what happens in the first 2 books, and then I'll just go ahead and read the 3rd book. But I just don't want to listen to the audiobook and like ruin my experience of the first 2 books because I love them so much, because I don't like the audiobook. So I'm not going to do that. So I returned the audiobook and I got My Plain Jane instead, and I've started that, and that one's really fun. It's just like a reimagining of like historical events, I guess, and I don't know, I really enjoy it. It's nice. I'm only like 10%, not even 10% of the way through it yet, so not very far. And then I also got Under One Roof by Allie Hazelwood, and I'm really excited to read this. I am like 30% of the way through it already. It's one of the STEM novellas, and so it's really fast. It's like 130 pages or something like that. So I've got like 100 pages left. I honestly will probably finish that today. But it's really cute and I'm really enjoying it. And then I also just broke my book buying ban. Eek. I just have like, so the top shelf right here, and right here are all personal development, business, personal growth type books. And I just don't really have like a calling towards any of them right now, but I have been so unmotivated and so like in a slump recently that I gotta get over myself. So the Barnes & Noble 50% off sale is still happening, and I can't believe that it's still happening. And basically what happened was I put all these books into my cart like when the sale first started like 3 weeks ago, and I was like, I don't want to do it right now. I don't want to spend that money, and I don't want to break my book buying ban. But then I like forgot about it, and yesterday I went back into it, and the sale is still happening. And I was like, okay, this must just be fate. So yesterday I was like, I got paid today, and so yesterday I was like, if I get paid or if the sale's still happening when I get paid, I'm going to break my book buying ban, and that's just going to be fate telling me that it's time to buy these books. So I bought 5 hardcover books. 3 of them are signed. They're all like self-help, personal development type books. I will do a haul when I get them. But I'm really excited about it, and it was only like $50, so that's really cheap for personal development hardcover books. So yeah, I'm really super excited for that, and I am excited to do the haul. I very likely will not be continuing this vlog after today because we're going out of town tonight for the weekend, and then we'll be home like Sunday night, and so I just don't really want to vlog when I'm not home. So probably won't vlog. This is probably going to be the last of I'll probably update more today, but like today is going to be my last day of the vlog, and I'm hopefully going to get quite a bit of reading done today. It's just like cold and cozy, and I just feel like reading and chilling out. So I'm going to try and finish Under One Roof. And then once I finish that, I'm going to read more of The House Across the Lake, and then we will see from there. I also started a personal development book that I don't own personally. I picked it up at my parents' house because my dad also has a bunch of books, and it's called Change or Die. And so I'm excited to pick it up. I started it this morning, and I got like 12 pages into it, and it's all about like how statistics and scientists, I guess, are always against us when it comes to like making changes in our lives, and it talks about how your odds are stacked up against you like 90 or 9 to 10, but it's because you're not set up for success correctly. So I think it's gonna set you up for success to actually make changes in your life. So I'm really excited about that. I haven't been reading personal development books a bunch lately because I've been really discouraged with like the way I want to take notes, if that makes sense. So I just haven't really been doing it, but I'm excited to start taking notes and reading these books again. So that is the plan, and I will talk to you guys in a little bit. Hello, happy Monday. I'm ending the vlog here. I should have ended it on Friday and I forgot. I finished Under One Roof and I gave it 4 stars. I really enjoyed that. It's just a super easy romance novella by Ali Hazelwood and I really liked it. And then I also this weekend read Stuck With You, which is the second novella in the same STEM like novella series by Ali Hazelwood, and I also give that one 4 stars. And then I have the third one on hold with my library, but I have to wait for it to get to me, so it'll probably be a couple weeks, but I'm very excited to read that when I do get it. I haven't read any more of The House Across the Lake. That's a goal for today, but right now I am just getting some journaling done, updating my bullet journal and just adding some doodles and stuff to it just because I want it to be a little prettier. And then I'm just taking today super slow, so I'm gonna end this vlog here so I can get this video up, and I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll talk to you guys in a little while.